Hello all, my name is Krish Naik and welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, we are into the part 4 of the audio classification with the help of deep learning. In this particular part, now we are going to see how to test a new audio data and then probably see the prediction. Remember, in our previous video, I've already uploaded 3 tutorials. So if you go over here, you'll be seeing part 1, part 2, part 3. In the part 3, we have actually created an ANN model and we have trained that specific model for the audio classification. And there you saw that we got 80% of accuracy. Just to quickly revise what all things we did, we basically extracted information from the audio with the help of MFCC. Now you just tell me what is the full form of MFCC, guys. We had actually discussed in our previous session. And if you have not gone through this part 1, part 2, part 3, I'd suggest go through this. And now what we are going to do is that we are going to test this specific data with help of the ANN that we have created. We have already got 80% of validation accuracy, which is pretty much good. So let's proceed. Now here, for testing the test audio data, first of all, I need to take the file. We again need to pre-process the new audio data, wherein we need to extract the features from that specific data itself, again with the help of MFCC. And then we need to predict the class labels with the help of model that we have created over here. So this model will be using in order to predict the classes. It will actually give us the label and then we will try to inverse transform the label to get the class name. That is all the things that we are probably doing. Now remember one thing, guys, there are 2 changes that we will be doing over here. First of all, if I go on the top, right, and this file will be given in the GitHub link, guys, you can start executing from starting. Initially, we were trying to use get dummies to do the label encoding with respect to the output feature. But understand that whenever we really want to work with the test data, we also need to inverse transform from that label to the class name. So that is the reason why we have used label encoder over here. Now when I have used label encoder and then I have to basically convert this into 2 categorical. That basically means my initial y was this. It will first of all convert, like when we use this label encoder dot fit transform, this will get converted into class labels like 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. And total number of classes are 10. After that, we convert that into 2 categorical. That basically means we will be getting dummy variables with respect to the number of features. That is what it will be doing. And why we are doing this instead of pd.get_dummies, because the same label encoder, I will be able to use it when I'm actually working with the test data, right? So this is the thing that I have made the change. I've commented out this particular line, I have executed. So if you try to see it over here, now if I go and show my y, and here if you go and see my y shape, it will be this particular value, and here you will be getting all the dummy encoded values. Okay, now let's go proceed. Anyhow, I have trained my model with 80% of accuracy. Now what I'm going to do, first of all, I have created a folder wherein I've taken some of the test data like dog bark, drilling, gunshot, siren. So we'll try to test for this particular data and we'll see that how the accuracy is. Okay, so first of all, we have taken the siren 1.wav. Again, guys, you can also take from your audio data, you can simply pick anything, just hear that specific sound. You'll be able to see what audio it is basically coming. Now here I've taken siren_1.wave. This is basically a siren sound. Now the first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to use this librosa and I'm going to load this particular file name. Now this file name is in the form of WAV. That basically means it is the audio file. And with the help of the same technique, what we had actually done in the feature extractor, if you remember, guys, we had created a function called as extractor features. So here you will be able to see that specific function. So this is my function, features extractor. Here again, the same thing, what we are doing, we are loading the file, we are getting the features with the help of MFCC, and then we are doing the mean, and then we are returning this. This 3 steps, I'm just going to repeat it down. So here you can see that I'm repeating this 3 steps. I'm getting the audio and sample rate, then I'm applying MFCC to get the features, and this is my scaled feature. After this, I'm printing it, right? Then since there is only one audio file, I really need to reshape as 1, -1, right? So one feature with 40 features one row with 40 features of values. That is what it will get transformed. Then I'm printing the scaled features. I'm also printing the shape to make you understand how it looks like. And then I'm using model.predict_classes for this particular MFCCS scaled features. I'll be getting the predicted label. Label basically says that which label it belongs, whether 0, 1, 2, 3, which class actually it belongs. Now here I'll be getting the class label. Then I have to do the inverse transform to get the class name. And if you remember, guys, we have used this label encoder. Initially, I showed you what is the changes that I made. Instead of using get underscore dummies, we have used label encoder. And here we are doing inverse underscore transform, predict label, and finally I'm getting the predict class. So let me just execute this quickly for you. Now here you can see this is my first scaled feature that I've actually got. Here you can see that from this what I'm printing right over here, this is basically my scaled features. And then after I reshape as 1 comma minus 1, this is how my features will look like. Okay, here now I have 1 row and 40 features. So these are my, if you count like this, it will be 40 features. Let's see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. 10 into 4, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be total as 40 features. And then I'm also printing the shape. Now in the shape, I told you that I'll make it as 1 comma 40 because I have total 40 features and 1 row of all those features. Then I'm getting the predicted label after using model.predict underscore class. So here I'm actually getting the label. Now once I'm printing this, here you can see that the label that I've got 8, but as you know that we will not be able to find out whether it is 8 or 7 or 9, what label it is. So for that reason, we are using label encoder inverse transform, predicted underscore label, and then we are getting prediction class. Now prediction class basically says that we are getting siren. And obviously if I go and play this particular sound, let me just show you after playing this particular sound what I will be getting quickly with respect to the test data that we have done. Okay, so here is the folder. If I go and see, probably I don't know whether you'll be able to listen it or not, but I'll try to make sure that you listen this. So siren underscore 1 was the file name. Let me put my headphones, and here we go. So this was this was the gunshot. Now let's see with respect to siren. So this was the siren one. Now similarly, you have also seen with respect to gunshot. Let me try gunshot over here. Now here, instead of writing siren1.wave, I will be going to use gunshot. If I go and see the prediction, okay, it is predicting dog bark. Probably there is error in that. Let me try dog bark also, one of the audio file. Let me just play this. Yeah, this is an dog bark file. So yeah, since there is 80% accuracy, guys, 1 or 2 file may be wrong. Okay. Now here you can see that it has got predicted perfectly. It is basically dog bark. Okay. Probably if I want drilling, let's see. And if I play this file, okay, some sound is there. Grrr sound is there. Okay, let's see this with respect to this also. I'm just going to use this. Obviously, this is not 100% right, but at least it is being able to determine. So here you can see that drilling output is fine, right? So here by these things, we are seeing that yes, it is able to give us some good accuracy. You also try to do it with, I'll provide you this specific code in the, remember in the GitHub link. And again, this file name is nothing but part 2 audio classification, I'll say data processing and model creation. Probably I'll write it like this for you so that you will be able to understand it. Okay. So I hope you like this video. Please do subscribe to the channel if you are not yet subscribed. I'll see you in the next video. Have a great day ahead. Thank you one and all. Bye-bye.